Good afternoon everyone. Guangzhou simplified traditional Guangzhou, Cantonese pronunciation. About this sound listen. Mandarin pronunciation. About this sound listen. Also known as Canton and alternately romanized as Kwangchow or Kwangchow, is the capital of Guangdong Province in southern China. Located on the Pearl River about 120 kilometers, 75 miles, north-northwest of Hong Kong and 145 kilometers, 90 miles, north of Macau, Guangzhou has a history of over 2,200 years and was a major terminus of the Maritime Silk Road, and continues to serve as a major port and transportation hub, as well as one of China's three largest cities. Long the only Chinese port accessible to most foreign traders, Guangzhou was captured by the British during the First Opium War. No longer enjoying a monopoly after the war, it lost trade to other ports such as Hong Kong and Shanghai, but continued to serve as a major transshipment port. Due to a high urban population and large volumes of port traffic, Guangzhou is classified as a large port megacity, the largest type of port city in the world. Guangzhou is at the heart of the most populous built-up metropolitan area in mainland China, which extends into the neighboring cities of Foshan, Dongguan, Zhongshan, Shenzhen and part of Jiangmen, Huaizhou, Zhuhai and Macau, forming the largest urban agglomeration on Earth with approximately 47.6 million inhabitants and part of the Pearl River Delta Economic Zone. Administratively, the city holds subprovincial status and is one of China's 9 national central cities. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, nationals of sub-Saharan Africa who had initially settled in the Middle East and Southeast Asia moved in unprecedented numbers to Guangzhou in response to the 1997–98 Asian financial crisis. The domestic migrant population from other provinces of China in Guangzhou was 40% of the city's total population in 2008. Together with Shanghai, Beijing and Shenzhen, Guangzhou has one of the most expensive real estate markets in China. As of the 2020 census, the population of the city's expansive administrative area was 18,676,605 inhabitants, up to 47% from the previous census in 2010, whom 16,492,590 lived in 9 urban districts, all but Conghua and Zhengzheng. In modern commerce, Guangzhou is best known for its annual Canton Fair, the oldest and largest trade fair in China. For 3 consecutive years, 2013 to 2015, Forbes ranked Guangzhou as the best commercial city in mainland China. Guangzhou is highly ranked as an alpha, global first-tier city together with San Francisco and Stockholm. As an important international city, Guangzhou hosts 65 foreign representatives, and ranks 10th in the world and 5th in China, after Beijing, Shanghai, Hong Kong and Shenzhen, in terms of the number of billionaire residents according to the Hurun Global Rich List 2020. The city has a high level of scientific research output, ranking 14th globally and 4th in China, after Beijing, Shanghai and Nanjing, and is home to many of China's most prestigious universities, including Sun Yat-sen University, South China University of Technology, Jinan University, South China Normal University, South China Agricultural University, Guangzhou University, Southern Medical University, Guangdong University of Technology, Guangzhou Medical University, Guangzhou University of Chinese Medicine. Click on the bell. Guangzhou is the official romanization of the Chinese name. The name of the city is taken from the ancient Guang province after it had become the prefecture's seat of government, which is how some other Chinese cities, including Hangzhou, Suzhou, and Fuzhou got their names. The character which also appears in the names of the provinces Guangdong and Guangxi, together called the Liang Guang, means broad or expansive and refers to the intention to dispense imperial grace broadly in the region with the founding of the county of Guangzhou in the Han Dynasty. Before acquiring its current name, the town was known as Paniu, a name still borne by one of Guangzhou's districts not far from the main city. The origin of the name is still uncertain, with 11 various explanations being offered, including that it may have referred to two local mountains. The city has also sometimes been known as Guangzhou or Guangfu after its status as the capital of a prefecture. From this latter name, Guangzhou was known to medieval Persians such as Al-Masyudi and Ibn Khordad as Kanfu under the southern Han. The city was renamed Xingguangfu. The Chinese abbreviation for Guangzhou is, although the abbreviation on car license plates, as with the rest of the province, is after its nickname City of Rice. The city has long borne the nickname City of Rams or City of the Five Rams from the 5 stones at the old Temple of the Five Immortals, said to have been the sheep or goats ridden by the Taoist culture heroes credited with introducing rice cultivation to the area around the time of the city's foundation. The former name City of the Immortals came from the same story. The more recent City of Flowers is usually taken as a simple reference to the area's fine greenery. The English name Canton derived from Portuguese Cantão 34, or Cidade de Cantão, a blend of dialectical pronunciations of Guangdong, for example, Cantonese Guangzhou Dung 1. Although it originally and chiefly applied to the walled city, it was occasionally conflated with Guangdong by some authors. It was adopted as the postal map romanization of Guangzhou, and remained the official name until its name changed to Guangzhou. As an adjective, it is still used in describing the people, language, cuisine and culture of Guangzhou and the surrounding Liangguang region. The 19th century name Kwangchow derived from Nanjing dialect of Mandarin and the town's status as a prefectural capital. Guangzhou, then known as Paniu, was founded on the eastern bank of the Pearl River 39. In 214 BC, it was the seat of Qin Empire's Nanhai Commandery, and served as a base for the first invasion of the Baiyu lands in southern China. Legendary accounts claim that the soldiers at Paniu were so vigilant that they did not remove their armor for 3 years. Upon the fall of the Qin, General Zhao Qiuo established the Kingdom of Nanayu and made Paniu its capital in 204 BC. It remained independent throughout the Chu-Han contention, although Zhao negotiated recognition of his independence in exchange for his nominal submission to the Han in 196 BC. Archaeological evidence shows that Paniu was an expansive commercial center. In addition to items from central China, archaeologists have found remains originating from Southeast Asia, India, and even Africa. Zhao Qiuo was succeeded by Zhao Mo and then Zhao Yingkai. Upon Zhao Yingkai's death in 115 BC, his younger son Zhao Xing was named as his successor in violation of Chinese primogeniture. By 113 BC, his Chinese mother, the Empress Dowager Jiayu, had prevailed upon him to submit Nanayu as a formal part of the Han Empire. The native Prime Minister Liu Jia launched a coup, killing Han ambassadors along with the king, his mother, and their supporters. A successful ambush then annihilated a Han force which had been sent to arrest him. Emperor Wu took offense and launched a massive river and seaborne war. 6 armies under Liu Bod and Yang Pu took Paniu and annexed Nanayu by the end of 111 BC. Incorporated into the Han dynasty, Paniu became a provincial capital. In AD 226, it became the seat of Guang Prefecture, which gave it its modern name. The Old Book of Tang described Guangzhou as an important port in southern China. Direct routes connected the Middle East and China, as shown in the records of a Chinese prisoner returning home from Iraq 12 years after his capture at Dillas. Relations were often strained, Arab and Persian pirates sacked the city on October 30, 758 and came to an end under the revenge of Chinese rebel Guangzhou in 878, along with the city's Jews, Christians, and Parsis. The port was closed for 50 years after its destruction. Amid the 5 dynasties and 10 kingdoms that followed the collapse of the Tang dynasty, the later Liang governor Liu Yan used his base at Banyu to establish a great Southern Han Empire, which lasted from 917 to 971. The region enjoyed considerable cultural and economic success in this period. From the 10th to 12th century, there are records that the large foreign communities were not exclusively male, but included Persian women. According to Odark of Pordenone, Guangzhou was as large as 3 Venices in terms of area, and rivaled all of Italy in the amount of crafts produced. He also noted the large amount of ginger available as well as large geese and snakes. 64. Guangzhou was visited by the Moroccan traveler Ibn Battuta during his 14th century journey around the world. 65. He detailed the process by which the Chinese constructed their large ships in the port's shipyards.